Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Psych Legal Pop Podcast. This is a podcast where we talk about popular culture through the lens of an attorney and a therapist. I'm Brooke Brigham, I'm the attorney.
And I'm Tess Brigham, I'm the therapist.
And today we are here to talk about Seeking Sister Wife, Season 6, Episode 10, called A Married Side Chick.
Yes. We thought this was going to be the last episode of the season until you realize you're 40 minutes in and you haven't even seen the Merrifields yet. And you're like, oh, crap, this isn't ending, is it?
No. I think they should be able to wrap it up next week. They did wrap up Yessel and Dani, it seems to me.
Yeah, I don't know what more is there to say. You want to start with them?
Oh, sure. They're really the least interesting, I think, of this group.
I don't know. I think they're the least interesting, but they're the ones that I'm most concerned about. Do you know what I mean? Because I said this is what I said last time. Wasn't one of the rules was that all communication with Jackie had to be like Dani had to be a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we learned, it's exactly what I was saying, that Jackie and Yessel had been talking and been communicating. And I guarantee you they were having phone sex. I will put my money on that, or video sex or something. Like they were developing a relationship outside of Dani, and I don't know how much Dani really knew what was going on.
Yeah.
That's my theory.
Well,
I don't have any proof.
I think Jackie was the one, maybe I shouldn't say that. I don't know if Jackie was the one who broke the news to Yessel about.
She did.
Okay, but when Dani called Yessel, I think it was just like last week, she called him and he asked, how did that dinner go? Because he made her, do the dirty work of telling Jackie that, they weren't going to have any more children. And so he called her and said, well, how did that go? So which was it? Like, he acted
I
like
don't know.
He didn't know. And then when she told him, he was upset on the phone.
So it's possible that he got the first bit of news from Dani, and then Jackie reached out, or he reached out to Jackie and was like, what's going on? See, that's why I think there was so much more happening here than what we were seeing.
Yeah.
That's why I think there was some intimacy between the two of them. I think this is why Jackie's really pissed, because if really it had all been like dates with the two of them and, doing this and doing that, then I could see Jackie being annoyed, but less pissed.
Yeah.
This feels really like she is pissed because she feels like I went down a road with someone that I really thought there was going to be something was going to happen. So that's my theory. Again, I have no proof, but.
Well, I guess they maybe learned their lesson.
Oh, no, they don't. They'll be back. I swear they'll be back next season. But
really, I am so uninterested in these people,
No, I'm not very interested, but they have this kind of common dynamic that I think makes for good reality TV, where it's like you have one partner that wants something and another partner that's being dragged along, and you can and you watch this dynamic. But anyway, so Dani,
Yessel's home. He's coming home.
Yessel's home, and production picked him up from the airport. Isn't that nice?
Oh, that was nice.
Dani makes a cake, and then typical, she's just burnt out, and Yessel he tells us he's jet lagged and upset about Jackie. So again,
after all this time, he hasn't even gotten over it.
Yeah, this is what I wrote down. Jackie reached out to Yessel after conversation with Dani. So I don't know. I think that Yessel maybe was acting a little bit. I still don't know. But what I noticed was it just felt a little bit like Yessel comes home and it feels like he immediately starts negging and picking on her because she makes some kind of comment about so happy that he's home and needing adult help. And she's so burned out and she's so exhausted. And he's like, well, you could have had adult help.
Yeah.
It's like, if you my side chick, if you were okay with me impregnating this woman, she could have been here helping you.
Yeah. No, that was a terrible thing to say. I mean, he's just a terrible person. He's scary. Like, you can tell that she's scared of. She says she doesn't want any negative feelings, and I think that's code for she doesn't want to have to she knows he's gonna be mad. They're gonna be talking about this, he's gonna bring it up, and they're gonna be talking about what they're gonna do next, and she knows that he's gonna come home and he's gonna read her the riot act,
Mhm.
which he does.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's scary.
No, she's yeah. No, you're
Yeah.
absolutely right.
And then the way he said that, "You could have had adult help, but you botched that one."
Mhm.
Just the way he speaks to her, he's ugh.
So Dani is like, well, I don't really want to talk about this right now because I've been taking care of these children for the last umpteen, whatever. And so can we wait till they go down for a nap or to bed or whatever it
Yeah.
is? And so this is what, and he says he feels like she took this away from him. You
Mm.
knew she told you about this baby thing early
Yeah.
on, Yessel. So you did have some power to say to her, listen, we need to tell Jackie about this ASAP. And if you don't, I will. Like, we can't keep doing this. But that's the thing. You knew you didn't like this boundary. You were hoping that Dani would just push it away or forget about it. Dani followed through, and now she's going to be punished for it. I mean, it's just gross.
Yeah.
And so then the next scene we see them, he's in the backyard, like, making a fire, and I'm trying to figure out, like, is this the same day or is this a couple days later?
No, this is the same day because she says, like, "Oh, the boys," she says, "the boys are down." Of course, she has to
Yeah,
be the one who goes in and reads them 3 books and,
7 books, 7.
7 books, gets them to sleep while he's out there tinkering with making
Mhm.
a fire.
I could not believe that. I'm like, "This whole time you've been gone and you're not even gonna give her this one night off?"
Or at least
God.
help or something,
Yeah.
you
So, and then
know?
this is where he
Mm.
says he and Jackie were video calling. They were developing a strong bond, and then
Mhm.
one day it all blew up. And it blew up because Jackie's like, "Let me get this straight. You and I have been, you know, here doing video phone sex, and you knew this and you didn't say
Mhm.
anything to me about it." This is really what the nitty-gritty of this. Um and then he says something about, like, Jackie kind of took this as a threat or
Oh,
something like
her
that.
the baby thing or
Yeah, sort of
she's threatened by,
threatened by, yeah, okay, that's right.
like,
Threatened
Jackie
that.
having a this whole thing about having a girl, God forbid, like, they have a girl. I mean, I think that's unjustified. I mean, if that's her only reason, she's trying to limit this woman's, fertility. I mean, it's like, if that's the only reason, that's dumb.
Mhm.
I'm afraid you're gonna have a girl because I
Yeah,
couldn't, quote unquote, give you a girl.
and she can't have any more kids, I guess.
No, I think she
Dani can't.
can.
She said, "My body can't." I don't think she
Oh, I
can
don't
have any more
remember
kids.
that. I don't
Um,
I don't
but
remember that, but I think she just doesn't want any more kids.
yeah, which again, I don't blame her. I mean, he's got 3 kids. I understand he feels like he wants more children.
I
Again,
thought
I'm
he had
back t
4.
oh, I thought he said 3 boys. Maybe does he have a girl? I don't know,
No,
I'm so confused.
I think he has 4 boys. But anyway, the
Um,
point is that these 2 are so misguided in this whole thing. This is they're doing it for all the wrong reasons.
mhm.
He just wants to have sex with other women, and she needs a nanny.
Well, I think she knows that he wants to have sex with other women. I think she does not wanna leave him, so she's like, "Okay, I will gain control and power in this situation where I feel powerless by, okay, yeah, I want this too, and, oh, yeah, I would like a nanny, and let me use this to my advantage too." And then but the thing is that Dani does not want this other woman to be more special than her.
Mhm.
I mean, we see this time and again, which is, yeah, you know, in these, and I just think there's something in these romantic relationships. It's challenging for people not to feel like you're competing with this other person.
Yeah, that well, that's
Uh,
jealousy is the always the issue in these
yeah.
relationships. Yeah, and Yessel says that he wonders if Dani really wants this and accuses her of sabotaging the relationship, with Jackie and says that, and then did Dani say something like she can't do it or
She
she
does
doesn't
talk
want.
about, like, not being able to have children, um, and his whole thing about sabotaging. Again, he's been thinking this up. He's like, I'm going to tell her that she's been sabotaging. She's trying to
Mhm.
sabotage it. It's like, no, this boundary we heard about on episode like 1 or 2. This is not new. You two, Yessel, you didn't want to do the dirty work. And I think Jackie also called you on that. I think that's the other thing too, is I think Jackie called him on some shit. And I don't think that he liked that. And it made him look bad to Jackie. And yeah, but this whole thing with Yessel saying, well, it's not fair because I want to have more children. I don't know. It's a little bit of you two can't get on the same page about having more children, because it sounds like Dani's saying, I don't want to have any more children.
Yeah, and then
But
he says he can live with that. Or yeah. I thought I wrote I don't know.
well,
We're
Dani, she
not.
says, I would give you children if I could, but I can't watch another woman do something that I can't do.
And then he says that he can live without more biological children for the sake of the family. But then they end with um we need to work more. We need to work together more. We need to bring up this baby issue in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, duh. Like this is
Mm-hmm.
what you learned out of all this, like something that should have been so apparent, but I think that they didn't bring it up because they weren't in agreement, you
Yeah.
know. And so now I guess they're in agreement because he's saying that for the sake of the family, he'll agree to no more children. So they have to find someone who does not want to have any more children, and they have to bring it up in the beginning. No
Mm-hmm.
kidding.
Well, and I don't think that this is the end of it. I think this is Yessel placating Dani. I think and I think Dani knows this. He chips. He chips and chips
Mhm.
and chips. The way he even tells the story of any of these things. Well, in the beginning, the first time I took the reins and that bit me in the ass, and then that was bad. And then this time Dani took the reins and this bit us in the ass again. It's like, what are you the two of you need to get on the same page, and he keeps saying he's not sure that Dani wants this. It's like, okay, no, she does not. Like, why don't you listen
Took
to
you
that
so long.
voice?
I know.
But it's this he is so selfish. And again, I think so much of this was about his own wants and needs and pleasure, and he does not care about the rest of it. I think he loves Dani. I think he loves his family. I think he loves all those things, but I think his drive and desire is always forefront of his mind
Mhm.
more than
Yeah,
anything else.
absolutely.
Yes.
All right. Well, I think they have wrapped it up
God.
for this season anyway. We'll see if they come back.
Yeah.
Um, all right. Let's talk about Reese and BJ.
Yes, because this is getting interesting.
This is interesting. So they, BJ, after the last thing, is when she saw how hot Reese
Randi was for Reese.
Randy,
And that Reese was like, these two were,
yeah.
hot and
So
bothered.
she doesn't want them to be alone together.
No, they can't. No.
No.
First, Reese is such a dork that that she doesn't even care. And now she's like, oh no, I
Right.
can't leave Reese alone with any women.
Reese has come a long way from the
He
beginning of
has.
this season when we were all just going, okay, how is this man going to find someone? And look, success.
He did. He
So
did.
they go together back to I don't know if it's the same bar or another bar, to meet. It's Randi, right?
Yes.
Randi. Um, oh God, and the bartender has this obnoxious, chin beard braid.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Did
yeah,
you
yeah.
notice that? I was like,
Yes, I
ah,
did. Ugh,
it
I hate
scared me.
those.
So they're gonna have a shot.
Yes, yes, a lot of shots.
Tequila for Reese, I think, and whiskey for BJ. And so BJ admits that she is jealous.
Ah, finally.
Yeah. And she's anxious, but Reese is very excited.
The best is he's like, "Oh, Jenga, my favorite."
Oh, and,
Oh,
Reese,
Reese.
he's really growing on me. He's just so nice,
Yeah,
you
he is
know?
very sweet. He
He's just
is.
he is, and Randy even says that, he just kinda keeps, growing on her and getting, more and
Yeah, better
more,
looking.
yeah.
He's one of those, and now I can see this because there are some men that are like this. My husband was like this. Like you get to know them more and more. Like, oh, you're cuter. You're growing on
Right,
me.
right. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what she said, that he's getting
yeah.
cuter. Um, then we cut to Randy, who's excited to be back, really likes Reese, but
Hmm.
is concerned about BJ.
Yes,
Yeah, no kidding.
because she was like, everything was great with Reese and I when it was just the two of us, and then I bet you anything she was like a black cloud of jealousy and
Mhm.
sat down, and that energy was just like, and
Yeah.
Randy's like, oh God, I can't deal with this.
Yeah, she said she got a bad vibe from her and that she didn't really want to come on this
Hmm.
date because of it. And so when she arrives, she tells them this.
Yeah.
And then BJ looks really surprised.
Yeah.
And Reese then goes to the bathroom. He's like, "I'll let you two talk." I'm like, "Wait, where are you going?"
I don't know. I don't maybe the production told him he needed to do that. But yeah, this is the moment in time where BJ realized, "Oh, I don't have as much power and control
Mhm.
around all of this that I thought I did."
Mhm.
I thought I was the one in charge of this. I thought I was driving
Mhm.
the train. What's that expression with dogs? I was wag the dog,
Tail
tail
wagging the
wagging or
dog.
something like that. Yeah. And this was the moment in which, oh God, this other woman's really interested in my husband and she's willing to call me on my behavior. Oh crap.
Mhm.
And we're on TV.
Yeah. How embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
so
is the
then
embarrassing part
yes.
of all of this insanity. This is the embarrassing part.
Yeah.
Um, but who says this where Reese would be, BJ does feel a little bit like, oh God, I gotta get it together here because she doesn't was this uh Reese would be disappointed because he's put a lot of time and energy. Was that something Reese said? I think this is something Billy said where she kind of
Yeah.
recognized, oh, I've
Right.
been pushing this and he's put a lot of time and energy and I've pushed him and he's happy now and I
Right.
can't possibly stop it.
Yeah,
Um,
no, BJ really didn't, think this through.
no,
Like, what was gonna happen when an actual woman showed up and
that liked him,
yeah,
you know? I mean,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, I don't know what happens, the scenes from next week aren't super revealing, but I predict that BJ's gonna just pull the plug on this whole
yeah,
thing. As we know, she's
yeah.
pregnant right now, I guess, and
No,
she used her eggs.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. She was like, "Oh, this sucks. I don't like this at all. Okay, I'm
Mhm.
implanting these embryos, and I'll just if I want more children, I'll have more children." And again,
Yeah.
embryo privilege.
Yeah.
You're just gonna jerk people around, and be like, "Okay, well, I guess I'll fall back on this thing that I had already."
Yeah, and it turns out that she actually can carry the babies, otherwise they wouldn't have implanted the embryos. It's
Yeah,
like she was kinda lying about not being able to, uh or having a high risk
yeah,
pregnancy.
and
Well, I don't
because
know.
you had twins, you don't want
Yeah,
to have twins again. Okay, got it. Like,
yeah. Just try one at a time.
yeah. Anywho,
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah, BJ's big fear is that Randy will run away with him and that again, very realistic that this new shiny thing that came along is going to take the, attention away. And I'm going to
Mhm,
be old news. And Randy's like, "Yeah, I understand that fear. Because how do I know that I'm not always going to be second?"
mhm,
Um and they basically agreed like we both have valid fears and both of our fears are the same. Um You know, but this is where Randy is excited to see where this all goes. And you know what? If you think I am seeking a sister wife, where am I going to go on a third date? Trampoline park.
Oh, I missed that. Is that where they
Oh,
go?
yeah, no, well that's what they say. They're like, "Well, where should we go on our third date?" And all of a sudden I don't know if it was Reese and Randy or Reese and Billie Jean, but they were like, "Trampoline park." I'm like,
Oh
"Oh, dear
god.
God."
Oh,
If I was Randy, I'd be like, I'm out with
yeah.
this. Unless I'm taking my kids, I'm not doing this."
No. I mean, god, I would never go to a trampoline park as an adult. I know I would break something.
Oh, I know, I know. Well, even when Layla had those, what is it, Pump It Up?
Pump it up. Yeah.
Back when I was in my, I think I was, must have been in my 30s, late 30s, I had some burns and some, that was rough. Some bouncy houses. Well, I had
Yeah.
some tough times there.
Yeah, it's no joke.
It
It's
is
no
no
joke.
joke. So, yeah. So that's Reese. I really like Reese.
I do
I
too.
really do.
Maybe
And
they could get their own show with about their little, weird compound after she has the baby. They can
yeah, well,
watch it.
it's interesting because this is, I mean, I like Randy too, and you can see that there's a childlike wonder about Randy and Reese,
Mhm.
and again, Billy's like, oh crap, yeah,
Yeah, they're better. They're more compatible.
then maybe we are. Uh oh.
Yeah.
All right, where do you want to go now?
Okay, let's go to the Johnsons, and this was wild.
This was what I love this family. Which
They're
one? Which one
scary
was Auntie
though.
Pumpkin?
I don't know if Auntie Pumpkin was the one maybe the one in the orange jumpsuit,
Well, one
sweatsuit.
spoke a lot, and she was hilarious, and then the
She
other
was
one was
the
just
yeah.
like, oh dear God. I
I
mean,
don't
she
think
was
she
just
said a word.
yeah,
Yeah,
she said very little. So which one was Pumpkin?
I don't know. I'm
Oh,
I'm I'm guessing with a name like Pumpkin, it's the one like I said with
yeah,
the orange sweatsuit
yeah, and that
who was
Auntie
very
Tiffany
vocal.
was the one that was silent and just like,
Yeah,
oh God.
yeah. And then her sister Chastity was just deer in headlights because she already knew about this.
Mm-hmm.
So she's just sitting there silently, just watching this all unfold. And so we talked last week about how Chastity was allegedly on Reddit. That's who they think it is, but I don't think there's confirmation of that. But she was talking about how she's the sister Chastity, and she basically Angelica is bisexual. This is
Mm-hmm.
a polyamorous relationship, but TLC doesn't like to present it that way, just like
Mm-hmm.
the Davises. They don't want it to be that kind of show. And so that's just how it is with some of
Yeah.
these
Well, did you notice that when
places.
they all got together too, they were all doing shots? I love how it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, any
She's
hard
like, I like
conversation.
these people.
I need to drink before we have this conversation.
Yeah, she walks into her mom's house, okay, to meet her mom, Lydia, her
Mhm.
sister Chastity, Auntie Pumpkin, and Auntie Tiffany.
Mhm.
And they're like, shot o'clock. And she's like, yeah, shot o'clock. Because Angelica is the most kind of reserved of all
Mhm.
these people, to say the least. And you wouldn't think that, she'd be taking shots. But anyway,
Mhm.
um, yeah, so Chastity, she says Chastity knows about the relationship, but she wants to tell the rest of them.
Yeah. So she sits down at this table and tries to tell them what's going on. And before she can even, she talks about this other woman. And then I guess this is Auntie Pumpkin. You swinging? You're swinging. You're swinging. Swinging? Are you swinging? It's just like, oh my God. But,
Yeah.
and
Well, they wouldn't let her get a word in
yeah.
edgewise. And it was funny because they sit down to start to play a dice game. And after about 3 seconds, Angelica says, okay, so the reason I wanted to talk to you guys
Mhm.
and I forget how she described it. But she basically said, I think she and Matt are in a relationship with another woman. And then that's
Mhm.
when Auntie says, you're swinging? You're swinging?
Mhm.
And she's like, "No, we've been dating a woman as a sister wife." And she kind of spends a lot of time, and they're all freaking out and kind of yelling stuff at her, going, "What? Huh? That?" And she's really dancing around the sister wife
Mhm.
poly issue, and she's trying to stay on track, like, "Oh, sister wife, sister wife, sister wife." But then at the very end of the conversation, um, her mom says, "Just keep her out of your bed,"
Mm.
talking about Shanae. So in the editing, at some point, they figured this out, but they weren't gonna center the conversation around it. And then at the
Mhm.
very end, she says, "You can be friends with her, just keep her out of your bed."
Hmm.
So, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Well, I thought mom, yeah, I'm okay, Angelica, I'm with you. These yes, mom is tough. Mom is very judgmental.
Mhm.
Mom has a lot of thoughts, but I have to say every single thought mom had, I'm like, yeah, we're all there with you, Lydia. I mean, she's like, how did you sign up to be a side chick?
Mhm.
You know? And
Yeah.
she's basically like, Matt's not that great.
Yeah,
This is
she
what
said, "I can promise you that Dick ain't that good, and he
she's
doesn't even have that much money. So
she's
why
just
would you tolerate this?"
yeah, why would you tolerate this from Matt? And we're like, that's what we've all been saying. And
Right.
now that she has her own relationship, it makes sense because no one could understand that one. But then mom's like, just have an affair. Why are you complicating things? Just have an affair. But I mean, those are good questions. I mean, yeah. What is this? Um,
What is this doing for you? And the
yeah.
answer is she is in a relationship with her, and so, but because there is obvious, um, homophobia going on here,
Mm-hmm.
and she can't just say everything. She's really dancing around it, and she's trying to explain that, she just really likes the friendship, and nobody understands what she goes through with Matt except for Shanae, and they can
Mm-hmm.
commiserate together. And um, she claims that she was the one she says, "I set up the profile on the dating site. We met her together."
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, now it's just making it seem even more like a poly type
Yeah.
relationship. But the family's not really getting that distinction. I don't know. This was very all over the place, and I really felt for Angelica because she was having the hardest time.
Well, yeah, it's either she has to figure out how to say all this stuff to her family,
Yeah.
and then does she then also have to deliver it in a way that makes TLC happy, or did she deliver it
Mhm.
however she thought she did and they edited stuff out? But this was great. Mom, she Angelica's like, "Well, I need support." And mom's like, "What do you need support for? Your sister lives right across the street." Mom's like,
Yeah.
what's going on? And at the end, mom does say, like, listen, I don't agree with this, but I'm here to support you. I mean, so I will say, Angelica, yes, mom and auntie, they're tough, but it sounds like they're with you. I mean, so it's gotta be this homophobia. That's gotta be the thing
Mhm.
that's,
Yeah.
I
That's
don't know.
what
I
it
don't want to
is.
label them as this if that's not what's happening, but there is this piece of this where maybe she has talked to her family before about her sexuality, and there has been this sort of thing like, okay, fine, I don't agree with you, but I support you, but they don't really truly support her.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, yeah, because when she's saying keep her out of your bed, clearly they do not want her having.
Hmm.
Or maybe she meant just, in her bed with Matt. I don't
I think
know.
so. I mean, but basically what they were saying is all the things that we've been saying, which is you're saying you need support, you're saying you need help, she's your friend, so make her your friend. She
Right.
can be your friend, just keep her out
Right.
of your bed. Um and again, it's back to, is this Angelica can't really do that. That's the problem. She can't go back because she was never really Angelica's quote unquote friend or sister
Mhm.
wife, that they
Mhm.
had a relationship.
Allegedly. I mean,
Allegedly. We don't know. But
yeah.
anywho. Okay.
Oh, these
Whew,
people.
we are just
Funny. Okay. You want to talk about the Davis family?
sure. Um, well,
So
we
they're
left off, we pick up right where we left off.
okay, yeah, because I saw the mocktails in the background.
Yes, yes.
Um, so Teresa has left the house. Um, and they're sitting on the couch talking about how they're sick of her always running away and doesn't want to talk about anything. And they've spent 8 to 9 months addressing her issues. And, April's crying and Jenny's crying. And, there's all this negative energy, walking on eggshells. She always runs away, and they can't really do anything for her because this is about her relationship with herself.
Mhm.
And Jenny's baby is coming in just a few weeks, and they just want to be able to enjoy Jenny's pregnancy.
Yeah, which is
Um,
understandable.
yeah.
I could also imagine too, after everything they went through with Danielle, and I think probably the last year of that relationship was hard and
Mhm.
difficult. So then if you have this 1 year of Danielle and, and I don't know. I don't know if Danielle was always gung ho or not gung ho, but the season that we saw, she was really on the fence and there were problems. And then,
Mhm.
um, so then Teresa comes along. So essentially for 2 years, it sounds like they've been like, "We're not doing this anymore.
Mhm.
This isn't worth it to us. We can just be a closed triad or something. I mean, we could just
Right.
be the 3 of us, really."
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, because
so
they're thriving with just the 3 of them.
yeah. Well, and April says, which is very true and right on, which is, "Listen, we let Danielle come in and Vera called her mommy, and then
Mhm.
she left. We cannot." I mean, they see the writing on the wall with Teresa. And I
Mhm.
think it's not even that Teresa might leave. I think it's more of, we don't know if we want her around. Like, we don't know if we want this person in Vera's life. I mean,
Mhm.
she is not a stable, steady parent she is not a stable, steady person that you want to introduce into your world,
Mhm.
period. Not that I think there's something wrong with her, but she has got a lot of stuff to work on. She has no business being in any kind of relationship. She needs to
Yeah.
work on herself. And being in this kind of complicated relationship is the last thing that she needs. Last thing that she needs.
Yeah.
So,
So, yeah, they know what they have to do.
mhm.
They know they have to end it, and in fact, in the scenes from the next episode, they're basically packing up her things
Yeah.
and putting them in boxes, um, by the door.
Mhm.
And, they're saying, "Well, that we know there's gonna be a confrontation, but they hope they can still be friends."
Yeah.
So, that'll be interesting.
We shall see. We shall see.
Yeah.
All right.
And, okay, so who do we have left? The
The
Merrifields?
Merrifields.
Well, this one is quite interesting.
So this was very much at the end too, because,
Yeah.
and we talked about this last time. So I'm kind of surprised that TLC let them announce the pregnancy, or Lorena having the baby, before this episode. They kind of jumped the gun, or maybe they thought there was going to be previews or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, usually they want to hold those things back.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they wanted to just roll out the I don't know. No idea.
Mm,
That is kind of
all right.
backwards. Who
Yeah.
knows?
So,
So, anyway, just 3 weeks after the wedding,
hmm
um, Derek and Sam had to go do some work on Danielle's grandmother's house or something. So they're out of town, and, Lorena's period is late.
hmm So Danielle describing to Lorena what she needs to do in broken English. Sister, sister, you pee pee. You pee pee.
Yeah,
I
and then
was like,
apparently Danielle has learned how to count to 5 in Portuguese because she's trying to explain you have to pee on it for 5 seconds.
yes, yes.
God, this was I
Yeah, this
mean,
one line is this, two lines is this, blah, 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 blah.
yeah, she was speaking, a lot more Portuguese than we've ever heard before, but it's
Yeah,
still doing her weird English, you know, uh, like an imitation of Portuguese, but in English.
yeah.
The way they talk to her.
But this was one of the things that Lorena said, was that she wanted to get pregnant, she wants children, but she didn't realize it would happen this fast. And she's like, she make this comment about how, like, I don't even speak the language. It's like, yeah, I think
Mhm.
she's starting to feel like, I'm about to have a baby in this
Yeah,
foreign country. I
yeah.
don't speak the language. My family is not here. And do you think that Garrick is like, "No, you can't use birth control," or something
Probably.
after
I was wondering about, yeah, does she even have health care? I mean,
well, they're
it's like
married now they're married, I would assume that he could
he's
put her
well,
on her healthcare. The question is, Danielle have healthcare? Because she's not the wife anymore.
yeah, but I mean, I doubt she's has any health care. I doubt she was taking birth control. Oh, God, this is
But then Danielle says, "Yeah, if this is true, which it is, we are tied together for life. Like,
mhm.
this is not going to go away. This is not a fever dream, Danielle. This is not at
Yeah,
all.
this is reality.
This is reality and this is happening." So I was scrolling through social media earlier today and I saw Danielle Merrifield out there and she was pitching. So I guess apparently, if we could get on the ground floor of an amazing opportunity to, I guess, partner with or be part of a franchise of builders. This is what they're pitching now. Is they're starting this little business, I guess, where they're trying to get other people that maybe want to build. I still don't quite understand the full thing, but
They're trying to create a MLM
kind
for,
of it
like,
feels a little bit like that. Some
building
kind of
homes.
MLM or some kind of franchise something. It was about opportunities to build and be part of their team,
Hmm.
and it's like, "Oh, interesting."
Okay, well,
So maybe Danielle's doing this on her own. Maybe she sees the writing on the wall and she's like, "I gotta get money. I gotta find
mhm.
I've gotta find a way to get some money." I don't know. I don't know. I don't
Uh,
know how. I mean, Garrick is such a tool. I don't know how this man has convinced Danielle to do all this. I can't believe he's convinced Lorena. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's
it
truly
really
unbelievable.
is, and yeah, I wanna know the Garrick Danielle origin story. I know that, like, they were very young when they got married, and I don't know what her I mean, we've seen her whole family. They seem like nice, normal people. Like, how did she get caught up in this?
Yeah. I don't know. I
Okay, so
don't know how they did.
next time we talked about the Davises. They're packing Teresa up. Reese and BJ, we see them looking at their property, and she's like, "Oh, we can put a house here and a house here." And Reese is like, but can she handle him being next door to her with another sister wife?
Mm.
Reese is
No. I'm
really
gonna answer that
no.
for you. No. You can't
See,
even
Reese
handle him
is
playing Jenga with another woman.
right.
You do not want this.
He's really warmed up to this idea.
Mhm.
And so then Shanae and Angelica get together for dinner. Shanae's angry that Angelica went with Matt to meet this other woman, and Angelica wants to get Shanae back.
Oh. Well, and so and then again, even knowing more about Angelica and Shanae's relationship, it makes sense now why she's so angry that
Mhm.
Angelica went with
Yeah.
her with this other woman. I'm like, "Oh, there's another element to this." Like, there's another part. Oh, okay. Okay.
Mhm.
So I think I'm understanding this family a little bit better. I still, again, I'm with mom. Matt ain't that great. Like, Matt is not really worth any of this time or attention. Like, there's a part of me that feels like, Angelica, just live your life how you want to live it. Do you know what I mean? There's a part of me that wonders, like, do you feel like you have to be with Matt for society or for your family or for this?
Well, I
I
think
don't
she
know.
likes Matt, and I mean, she wants to have her cake and eat it too. I mean, she
Yeah.
wants to be with Matt and have a family and have him there and raise their family, but she also wants a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And so, you know, but they need to find someone that fits more into
Their life.
their lives. Someone who's lives locally and,
Mhm. Yeah.
has the time to be um
Mhm.
in a relationship. And yeah, Matt needs to step it up. Sounds like he was being pretty lazy regardless.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Anywho. All right.
Well,
Wow. God, I guess we have at least 1 or 2 more episodes of the show. We thought this was the end.
yeah, I'm ready
So,
to wrap it up.
yeah, me too.
We know what happens with the Merrifields. We know,
The Davises have to have kicked out Teresa. I find it hard to believe that
oh
she's
yeah, no,
still.
they're not together. Because I saw April and Jenny talking on a show or something.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I'm really curious about this recent Billie Jean thing.
Yeah. What happened there?
Very curious.
And then we saw everybody, right? There's nobody that we're missing. I feel like
No,
there's a family missing, but I think I'm wrong.
that's
Okay, this is
everybody.
everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we shall
Okay.
see. We shall see what happens next week. I think
Yes,
Lorraine
can't
is
wait.
pregnant.
Yeah, well, we know.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Mhm.
They debuted the child on
Mhm.
Instagram. All right, thanks everyone for listening. If you like us and you want to support the podcast, we have a Patreon where you can get extra content. For $5 a month, you can get all of the regular shows ad-free, and we do a weekly bonus episode where we talk about pop culture, hot topics, and at the $8 level, you get all that. Plus, once a month, we do a special true crime episode just for our Patreon members, and we also do a Ask Us Anything. If you could also support us by subscribing to the podcast, leaving a 5-star review if you're so inclined, that would be fantastic. And you can find us everywhere on YouTube, all the social media channels. And we will be back next week with more
Yeah.
Seeking Sister Wife.
All right. Thanks so much, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.